How would it feel to hear really great things like, oh, good meeting. I look forward to your meetings. The meetings are more fun again. Your meetings are actually interesting. We actually look forward to attending the meetings. Those are all great things. And you actually, as the leader, should be hearing some versions of those already when and if you are a meeting master, as opposed to things that you won't hear but are being said, like, ugh, not another staff meeting. Oh, the staff meetings are so boring, right? So those types of things, very few people will be brave enough to share with you in person unless you take the time to bring them in and ask their thoughts and opinions about what would make meetings more valuable to them. So today I'm sharing my 3-step approach to becoming a meeting master and creating meetings that people actually look forward to attending. The 3 steps are E, P, and I. The E.P.I approach begins with, you want to be sure you're efficient. Efficient means being respectful of everybody's time. The meetings are not just about you. The P stands for purpose. What is the purpose of the agenda? Why are they meeting? And then the I stands for inclusive. Make sure that you allow time for questions, comments, and participation. So now let's dive in just a little deeper. Beginning with efficient or efficiency. Being respectful of everybody's time is so important. It shows respect. And some ways that you can do this, and these are all just for your consideration to adapt to your specific situation, is to consider having 2 30-minute meetings instead of one 60-minute meeting. So have 2 30-minute meetings a week and possibly separate those meetings into specific department meetings and then a group meeting, multi-department meetings, cross-department meetings. Similar to how sports teams have offensive practice and defensive practice, but the game would fall flat and be a disaster without a team practice with everybody together, sharing their knowledge and working towards the win. So that's being efficient. Okay, moving on to P is purpose. What the heck is the reason for the meeting? When you don't exactly know and you just have a topic, or you over prepare and it's a monologue and you're boring and you're monotone and there's no visual aids, there's no breaking up the presentation, then people don't want to come. That's where they find it's boring. Now, another thing that's cool about purpose is when you set your agenda in advance and you already know what you're speaking about, and then you share the agenda with those who are attending, you get much better results. Why? Because people like to know what to expect. If they know there's just going to be a meeting and they don't know the purpose, then their mind will spin off as to all the possibilities, and generally none of them are good. So your meetings will have a purpose and you will share that purpose. And sometimes in the purpose, when you're sharing the agenda, you can prepare people as to not only what to expect, but possibly what to bring. You can ask them questions in advance of things to bring to the meeting, whatever it might be. Okay, then I stands for inclusive. Please, please have your meetings have multi-function levels of communication. That means asking for and allowing times for questions, asking for and allowing times for participation, and asking for and allowing the opportunity, sometimes with advance notice, for someone else on your team to lead part of the meeting. Okay? And that is a way, that's the beginning of the way, my friends, using the E.P.I approach of being very efficient with your time and respectful of theirs, and to have a purpose and agenda that you will also share with them. And then make sure that it's inclusive. Now remember, when you're having things being inclusive, you must be a good manager. Ooh, you got to be a good leader of the time, time management. That's where I was going with that. So for example, sometimes in meetings people are overly chatty It's your role as the leader to manage that chatty person. Sometimes in a meeting, no one will talk because they think, like kids, juvenile thoughts, if nobody talks, the meeting will end sooner. So let it be known to everybody that the meeting won't end sooner, that you just dive in deeper and offer more description or more scenarios or more stories to support the learning. And then also, if people don't ask questions, then ask questions. Just make sure when you specifically ask someone a question in a team meeting that you know they have the answer. So that way nobody's ever embarrassed by being put on the spot. So ask questions and have your team listen to other people who know what they're talking about because that's their area of expertise or authority. Okay, so if the meeting runs very short, ask more questions. If the meeting runs just a little short, then adjourn early and make everybody happy. Yay, we got out 2 minutes early. And then when you're scheduling the time, consider 11 a.m.s. Remember, do the same day and time every week to help people be able to put on their calendars and know what to expect. Because when they expect, they can respect. And why 11 a.m.? Because it allows people to get work done before the meeting. And it allows the meeting to continue on at lunchtime if necessary. It allows for continual chatter or fodder. And then it allows plenty of time in the rest of the day to get the tasks done that may have been put forth in the meeting. All right, and another little fun thing to do when you're creating your agenda is to use hooks. So the hook might say, today's meeting we're going to talk about why you never have to call in sick again. Or you can end the meeting with a hook by saying, next meeting we're going to talk about why you never have to call in sick again. And just leave them wanting more. Okay, now the truth is, it's really just about now all requests will be via email, no more telephone, but you'll get them thinking, you'll get them wondering. Television does this very successfully all the time, so you get the idea. Okay, here's a couple of bonus tips. Number one, have the meeting recorded and transcribed, not so that people cannot come to the meeting, but so that people may want or need layered learning. So they can watch it again, they can read the transcript, or they can just listen to the audio. Okay, that way you're helping the learning styles of people really assimilate the information so much better. Have a strong policy that if somebody misses a meeting, that they'll watch the replay and then have a meeting with you, letting them where you'll discuss what they learned. Okay, so never let people think that they don't have to attend meetings because everybody's input makes the meeting so valuable and no longer boring. There's that element of participation. And then you could also play games and do role playing, but that's a whole nother vlog in itself. In chapter 13 of the Team Whisperer, Successfully Lead a Cross-Generation Race and Gender Team, there's some ideas for getting started on some games and managing and leading role playing effectively. Okay, so applying the E.P.I approach can make meetings fun, interesting, and engaging again. I'm Elle Graniel, the author of The Team Whisperer, and your benevolent leader in these vlogs. You can reach me in the link below. Let's chat. If you really, really desire to have meetings that your people look forward to attending, let's chat. So until next week again, or until we see each other, or until we chat, please like, subscribe, follow, and looking forward to more time together soon.